By the way, I'm not drinking a beer today, because I was really hungover yesterday. So I'm just drinking a Red Bull, because I kind of had my fill on alcohol. No, I'm just kidding. It has vodka in it. Alpha. I really want to like this. I'm gonna finish out the little mini series. There's only one more issue of it, but I just feel like it's so surface level. I like Alpha. I like the idea of Alpha. I don't know. I just feel like it's a really good idea. It's not being executed at the level that I would want it to be. Ultimate Spider-Man. I love all things Spider-Man. And I haven't been with this book the whole time that it's been out, but every issue that I've read, I've really enjoyed. This is a really good jumping in point. You've got Miles, not really sure if he wants to be Spider-Man anymore. It does this thing where it jumps a year into the future from the last issue, which I don't mind. I mean, I don't see that a lot in comics. It gets into more of the character, and that's what I really like in comics is like character depth, so I thought this was really good. Iron Man. I thought this was actually really interesting. They're trying to do something new with the character. They're changing or like tweaking his origin a little bit, which I think is interesting. Essentially, his stepdad is this evil robot thing. I guess the whole time I'm reading Iron Man, I don't really care about Iron Man that much. He's not ever been one of my favorite characters. And I think part of that is just because he seems like just this arrogant, alcoholic, womanizing asshole that I can't really relate with. What they've done with this is they have introduced a new aspect into his backstory where you're not really sure like what he came from, or at this point in the story, we're not even really sure if he's totally human. That's what I interpreted the whole thing as. This issue actually makes me care about the character, and for an Iron Man comic, I'm kind of impressed with that. Future Foundation. I was really close to dropping this, but the characters are just so good. I never thought I would care about Ant-Man or She-Hulk, but the way that all the characters interact is really what makes this book work. This issue isn't anything particularly special, but I enjoyed it anyway. Although the Human Torch is on the cover, and I don't think he's in the story at all. I'm just really tired of misleading covers. I didn't really notice that until right now. It doesn't really matter, but anyway, whatever. Age of Ultron. This was actually a really cool issue because, spoiler, Wolverine and Susan went back and disrupted the timeline. They came back in the future. Iron Man is like this big brother character who's like watching over like the whole city or world. I'm not really sure what. We come back and we see everything's all messed up. It's really interesting. We get more of a look into like the disrupted time stream world, and it's just really cool to see. Like, it's a whole different Iron Man. Like, he's really old, and like I guess his body got ripped in half and everything. I don't know. My whole thing with Age of Ultron is just like, it's called Age of Ultron. I really like Ultron. I had this really cool Ultron figure when I was a kid, and I was like, oh man, Age of Ultron. I can't wait to like read about Ultron because I haven't been into comics that long, and I want to read about this villain I always thought was really cool. I haven't seen Ultron in Age of Ultron yet. I've seen Ultron robots, but I haven't seen like the guy, and that's my only complaint. Other than that, it's really good. I mean, it definitely takes you somewhere you weren't expecting to go. Kind of like a Simpsons episode. It starts in one place, and then you end up someplace completely different. I also bought these regular show comics. Being a fan of the show, I thought I'd check it out. But I just wanted to talk about how cool this is. It's this textless cover. And I feel like you don't really see enough of that in comics. I mean, if I'm gonna buy a variant cover, I know what I'm buying. I don't need the name of the thing, of the comic, on the cover. I want it for the artwork of the cover. I just like to see more of that. Oh my god, suddenly it's morning, and I'm wearing glasses, and we're in the kitchen. How did you do that? Editing. So it was kind of a shorter video this week, and I just kind of wanted to wrap it up. Planning on doing an Iron Man 3 review for my next video. Hopefully I'm going to be doing that by Saturday. Yeah, I just wanted to end the video on with this painting. It's a nice painting, right? Because I didn't really end it last night, and I needed a nice ending, so there you go.